A creation right out of science fiction.
Everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody.
Welcome everyone to episode 178 of the Super Awesome Vape Show, where we will be talking about nonsense for about an hour, and you guys will chat and probably take the piss out of us in chat. So there.
That's just another normal week then.
Yep, another normal week. Hope everybody's doing well. How you guys doing this week, Mike?
Yeah, not very bad. Not very bad.
You
Can't
got new
grumble, really.
shinies.
I have.
You got new shinies. Shipping was pretty quick, eh?
Shipping was very quick.
Yeah.
Nice new purge with the ripsaw.
Oh, damn, that looks nice. You're telling me about that in the pre-show little lobby there, and looks damn nice. And that cloud is dense, the densest of vapes.
Yep. And yeah, that has got the paradox on it. And holy fuck, the flavour.
One man fog machine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're liking it, Mike. I'm glad you're happy with your purchase. You know.
And the other two purges I'm not using.
Well, we don't talk about that. But you know, it's just money. You can't take it with you. Might as well spend it while you're here.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny. The other two, they're both copper, the Karma and the Serenity, and they're both serial numbers under 100. So they're staying unfired.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
One's number 43 and one's number 96, I think. Somewhere around there anyway.
So you got a screaming deal. You couldn't even buy one of those for 150 quid, let alone three of them.
No, well, I did work it out that all three should have come to £900.
Fucking hell.
Well, then there you go. You shouldn't feel bad about spending 150 quid when you definitely would have spent 900 if that was at Expo.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can't really fault you for buying mech mods because that's the only thing, the one and only thing that will last forever, given the vape-pocalypse happens, you know?
Yep.
Vape-pocalypse.
Hey, you never know.
Martin Saunders, believe me, when I go, they are going in my coffin. And I will have a purge coffin.
A purge coffin. Oh my god. I should tell the owner, man. He'd be stoked. He'd probably like buy it for you and everything. He'd sign it. He'd sign it and everything. He'd invite the entire purge team out to like do a 21 vape salute for you. 3, 2, 1.
And yeah, Shrek, I think the post should be in the post, mate. You owe me 150 quid.
Woo! Shots fired. Mo, how you been?
Stressed.
Oh god. Work or?
No, I've been babysitting my brother's kids for the weekend because they've been away.
Oh, how
and
old?
I've not long got back. And they fried my head over the last couple of days.
How old are the kids?
One's 10 and one is 6.
Oh, yeah.
4. No, 4. 6.
6.
I was
No, 4.
mixed up with your little brothers.
What's your favorite color? Blue. No yellow.
Oh,
ah!
mate. It's like, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Can I have that? And you try telling kids that they got a budget, they never listen.
It's like, okay, well, you have 15 minutes to play, and then we're going to go eat dinner. And they go, can we have 20 minutes? It's like, no! This isn't a discussion. I'm telling you. I'm an adult. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Now I realize that I was such a shithead little kid, and I feel bad for it. Like, I don't even have kids of my own, but, you know, my roommates' kids and everything, I'm just like, they're like, oh, I play for 5 more minutes? It's like, it's time for bed. You got to go to bed. Like, you got school tomorrow. Like, but I just want 5 more. No, that's not an option. We're not bargaining here. It's not. Let's make a deal.
The thing is that the youngest of the two, she's so cute. You know, she looks like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth, but she's a little horror. A little horror.
Oh,
definitely
man.
takes after my brother.
Are they both girls? Or is it a girl and a boy?
Yeah, both girls. Yeah,
Oh God,
I know. I was outnumbered.
That's pretty bad. I don't know.
So there was M, and then the two little girls as well. I was like, oh, help me! I need another bloke to even it out a bit.
Yeah, I roommates have I think she's 7 now, and then a 1-year-old. So big age gap, but um, they're you know I'm Uncle Nick. That's me. So like it's like, can I jump on your bed? It's like, be careful. You know, they come in my
Yeah.
room and just like, what's this? What's this? What's this? I'm like, don't touch it. It's expensive. Got graphics cards and stuff everywhere.
Well, I was over at their house looking after them, so I didn't know where anything was.
Oh,
But I was
geez.
like, where's this? And the kids were helping me because they knew more than I did there in the house. Say, where's the pans? Where's this? How do I work the fucking oven?
I'm just trying to make you some mac and cheese.
Oh,
I want chicken nuggets.
it was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And when we got home, we're like, home, sweet home. Listen to that. There's no sound. It's peace and quiet.
Yeah, you know what the best birth control is? Kids. Just volunteer to watch someone's kids for an afternoon, and you will never have kids yourself.
It was we were there from Friday night until this evening. It was hell on earth.
Damn.
I love them to bits, but they're a freaking nightmare when they don't get their own way.
Yeah, and the older one's creeping up on those teenage years too. So just wait.
I know.
Ooh, it's gonna get bad.
You two have got all that to look forward to. You know, when the old mini-mos start coming out.
Mini-mos.
Say hello to Mini-Me.
They're like, Dad, guess what? I found a voice clip. Oh, it's going to be great. All right, I guess it's my turn to do the chat. So, let's go. Red, we've got Red in chat. We've got Michael, Matt Chandler, good evening. Village Vapor, good evening. We've got the lovely Stream Elements. Thank you, Bot Sir. Or Bot, I don't know. Bots are genderless. Sean Lynch is here. Hello. SVR Shrek. Shrek. We've got Mark H. How's it going, Mark? We've got the Vaping Snowman. Hopefully, we'll have a real Vaping Snowman pretty soon here because I don't know about you guys, but I want a white Christmas.
We went to a castle today, and as we were walking through the entrance, because they had like a Christmas fair thing on, and as you were walking through the entrance, they had a big snow machine above the top of the thing. So as you walked into through the castle gates, it was all fucking snowing. It would look badass.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was quite cool. And I made M climb right to the top of the highest point of the castle because a lot of it's still fully standing, so you can walk right around everywhere.
You had your family crest flag, and you just go, I claim this castle in the name.
I was like, look over the edge. No.
In the name of Wales.
It was fucking high, though.
We've got a Wild Puddle Jumper 84. We've got Kaz. No radio voice. Jane Dodd is here, the lovely Jane Dodd from the award-winning Shy Totsi Liquid. Don't forget to use the code What's Your Favorite Cheese for 20% off anything. Make sure you get their orders in on all of her social medias. You can just contact her. Try the new stuff. It's really good. You got the Paradox and the Darkest Secret.
Yep.
Michael's two favorites right now.
Can't forget Pop That Cherry.
And of course,
Still haven't tried them.
Award-winning Pop That Cherry. I can see how cloudy it is in your room, Mike, too. Like, it's just hazy behind you.
I know. And I've just put a fresh battery in as well.
Oh,
nice. Can you show once again after the chat is done? Because I didn't see him. I was pissed off.
Real quick, just going to finish that up. Liz Koval K, hello. We've got our moderator Vapor Bunny. Hello, Bunny. Free Ride Vapor is here. Free Rider Vapor, I should say. After all these shows, I should probably get that right. 178 shows, damn. We've we've got who else? I think we're almost caught up. Vapor Queen Becky, if I didn't say you already. Hello. We've got the lovely Emily K. Hello, Emily. We've got Grizzly Vapes as well. Sean, suffering from COVID. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, no.
Feel better soon, man. We need you back. And
That's the first bottle.
that wraps it up. Oh, CC Gaming's here. Hey, CC Gaming. Don't forget to use the code J Needs a Slap for 25% off all your coiling needs. So get at them and make sure you support our friend over there.
Yep.
Ian. Crazy Ian.
Definitely. I have actually got a set of pre-CC coils in that.
Ooh, pre-CC.
The old-fashioned nasty coils.
The oldie-fashioned. Dire Thing, hello. Nice one. What are the aliens?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I love aliens.
Of course.
Favorite coils, man.
The only
Just-
mech coils I like using now.
Seeing people spin up aliens is so foreign to me. Like, all I see is them go, boing, rip a Clapton real fast, take it off of there, boing, like do the spring thing, and then all of a sudden they're just wrapping it again with like triple cores, and I'm just like, my brain hurts. I could get through the first part. Sure, I could get through that first part, no problem. But like some of these guys are using like 30 gauge outer wire, and it is microscopic. It's tiny. I'm like, how can you even see if it's going on the thing right without using a jeweler's loop or something?
Yeah, some of them are like human hair, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nuts. And yeah, I don't know. But
It's definitely an art.
I don't know if you guys ever watched Ian work, but he's just a madman. He's like just bopping his head the whole time, just he just grooving and hey, bestie. Good evening. Evening, everybody. So, this is our last show for a bit. We're going to take the majority of December off. Probably, seeing as how Christmas is on a Sunday, I really don't think we're going to do a show on Christmas, but maybe like the week after that, and then who knows. But that's probably going to be the next show. We're going to call that one the Christmas episode. But I just wanted to give everybody a nice little break, have some family time, have no commitments here in this hour block that we are on, and to be able to just kind of relax a bit, because I know personally I don't want to get burnt out again. I'm really enjoying streaming again after an 8-month break, but every so often you gotta just take some personal time and just relax, you know what I mean? So that's why we're gonna be taking a little break there. Don't worry, we will be back, probably with a nice fresh brand, but it's still gonna be the same old stuff you're used to, and maybe some stuff that's even better. Go on, my what?
I said, you never know.
Oh, well, yeah, you never know.
I'm always the Grinch.
Oh, boy, yeah. You know, I hate to say it, but I'm already starting to get into the Christmas spirit. Look, it's after American Thanksgiving. That means I can feel guilt-free about starting to go, Christmas, yeah, Christmas. Because that's the rule, okay? That's my personal rule. You don't even mention the C word until after Thanksgiving. And if anyone's a part of my own Discord, you would have seen my... I don't think I posted my Thanksgiving plate in this Discord. I should. I might do that. But Thanksgiving, you know, we talked about it. It's the harvest holiday. We harvested all the food into my stomach and all the pie as well.
Hell yeah.
But it was fun. It was relaxing. I didn't fall asleep, which is good because, you know, tryptophan and wine will do that to you from turkeys. It's pretty easy to just sit on the couch with your hands crossed, like right into your chest, and just that's just a typical thing to do. One thing we didn't do is watch football. That's the other American pastime. Oh, you know what? Speaking of football, How about that game, eh? World
you later.
Cup, yeah?
That fucking game.
What you have to say for yourselves?
That
Team
was a fucking
England?
shower of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a boring ass game.
I mean, you're playing with a multicoloured haircut. My God, has he got fucking spoons for feet?
Oh, Village, I absolutely gave birth to a food baby. It was like almost literally 24 hours delayed, but yeah, it happened. 9 pounds, 7 ounce, you know.
Oh.
It's about, 14K to Carricks, if you guys are South Park fans. But yeah, we expected boring game. I'm sorry, I literally can't watch it. It's so boring. I watched like the last 30 minutes plus the overtime bits. So, it's like all the way across the field. And he takes it, he took a shot. And then all the way across the other field. And it goes out of bounds. They throw it in. They tussle with it for a second. And it goes all the way back across the field.
So what's the difference between American football and English football then? Because that principle is the same fucking shit.
Well, American football, they hit each other. And when they hit each other or make the slightest amount of contact with each other in your football, they go down like a sack of potatoes and cry like a little girl.
Yes, I agree. The modern English
My
is
leg.
full of nothing but ballerinas.
Oh, you hurt me so bad. Look, okay, I don't give a shit about American football as much as I don't give a shit about European and the rest of the world football. I like hockey. I'm a hockey fan at the core. And my team is doing swimmingly, which is the Boston Bruins. They're doing really well. They have an excellent record right now. They're playing well. And, I enjoy hockey far more than any other sport out
Now,
there.
is that hockey played on a pitch or hockey played on the ice?
There's a hockey pitch?
Well, there's normal hockey and then there's ice hockey.
Ice hockey? What's normal hockey?
Normal hockey is where they just run around hitting the ball with the stick.
Oh, field hockey.
I used to play roller hockey years ago, and we all wore Mighty Ducks tops.
Nice. You go around going quack, 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 quack. No, okay. Ice hockey. If you want me to be specific, Mike, ice hockey. All right, that's the one where they absolutely knock the shit out of each other, and then just get right back up and keep skating with razor sharp blades on their feet, and then slap a frozen chunk of rubber around a rink at 100 miles per hour at people's faces. And then when someone pisses them off, they throw off their gloves and punch each other in the face.
Yeah, we used to do that, but on rollerblades rather than ice because we didn't have fucking skating rinks. So we were on blades. But it was the same thing.
Same
exactly
concept.
The same thing.
Yeah. We used to do it
Yeah,
as
I must
kids.
admit, I've been to see my local ice hockey team a few times.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's pure entertainment.
It's actually a good game to watch.
There you
It's a
go.
right track when you go to watch it.
There's a lot of action. There's not a lot of stoppage. Most stoppages now with ice hockey are for TV timeouts. They call them. It's literally it's designated timeouts for television. So I just I don't know. I think that's a sport. It's a real sport. Go on.
Yeah, no, my local team's the Guildford Flames.
No wearing hot pants. No flopping on the ground going.
No, we were wearing combats, Mighty Ducks tops, helmets with just a little fucking mesh guard around your mouth and chest pads.
Mo in hot pants on roller skates. Oh god!
Fuck, it hurt when he got hit.
Oh my god!
Though.
Someone has anyone heard of Reno 911? Probably not, but I'm grasping at straws here. Hopefully, someone in chat's ever heard of Reno 911 at show. I'm gonna have to post a picture into the Discord real quick.
But when that hockey puck's coming at you at a fucking 100 mile an hour, it fucking hurts.
The other one I used to like watching was the roller derby.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That's when
Have you ever seen the film Rollerball?
No.
No. Okay. Watch that. It'll be on YouTube, no doubt. But then you'll learn what the roller derby is.
Nick, have you seen Blades of Glory?
Oh yeah.
Mike, have you seen it?
Yeah, oh yeah, loads of times.
It's fucking hilarious. The slow motion bit where his fucking blade comes around, it's like fucking brilliant.
No, I used to drive a coach for a roller derby team that was based in Croydon.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, quite a few times I nearly crashed the coach driving for them. Because the team decided to get changed while I'm driving. And they're all like petite gothic women.
Oh, fucking hell.
And Mike crashed the coach into a barrier.
Very nearly a few times.
He's like, just adjusting the rear view mirror. What were you doing at the time of the accident?
God.
In actual fact, I used to drive the coach for the Guildford Flames as well. Took them up to Cardiff a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I might go ice skating. I think we're planning to go to Cardiff. They've got like a winter wonderland there, and they've got a ice rink there. So
Don't forget you need 3 skates, Lomo.
what, one for my nose?
Yeah.
You do a 3-point stand, like. I've never been ice skating, but I'm going to give it a shot for sure.
It's a painful, but it's a good laugh.
If you've been roller skating, you can ice skate. That's
yeah. I used to blade all the time. I was constantly out on blades.
Yeah, I used to rollerblade until I went down a hill on the blades and hit a concrete bus stop and ended up using my face and hand as a handbrake.
That sounds like fun.
It does, yeah. So I did the Superman impression after hitting the concrete bus stop. And yeah, landed flat on my face and used my face and hand as a handbrake.
Yeah.
Well, that's why every now and then I get a scar cut show up in the hot weather down there.
Fucking hell. Now, fuck that. Concrete hurts.
Yeah. Remember that hill that I was talking about? I don't know if it was last one or the time before, but the hill next to my parents' house that led to the gravel parking lot at the bottom. We used to go down that on roller skates too. And that was very sketchy. Oof.
Yeah. Hills and rollerblades. Nah.
No.
Forget that shit. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, wouldn't recommend it. It's a little dodgy. Trying to find a good picture.
Yeah, strange that, Matt. The bus stop was okay. It did actually carry on. Bit of an angle, but it was still standing.
There you go.
It's not every day you get a wrecking ball hitting a bus stop.
Wrecking ball.
That beer is fucking boiled.
I know. I noticed, Mike, when you first joined the call, I saw you wince when you took a sip. I was like, "Uh-oh, that doesn't look good."
Yeah, it's a banana bread beer, and
tastes like
chemical banana.
You get the beer taste of it isn't too bad, but the aftertaste of it is them fucking foam banana shit. No, that wasn't me, Dawn. That was Nick.
What? Oh, singing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Mike wouldn't dare let his creative talents be known.
No. Even Satan winces when I start letting my creative talents go.
I'm making a meme.
No, please, no.
Sorry, Mom.
So, what did everyone in chat get themselves in the Black Friday deals then?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good question.
It's also, don't forget, Cyber Monday, too. I don't know. Well, I'm sure everyone, it's literally a thing now for everywhere. I'm sorry. Sorry, commercialism and all that, but yeah. Cyber Monday deals as well. It looks as though, as far as my research goes, Amazon isn't doing much different for Cyber Monday than Black Friday sales. It looks like they just carried everything over, which, whatever. But I actually did purchase some things, so I'll let Mike read out everyone in chats, but I do have some myself.
Oh, Bunny got fuck all. Ian got.
But he got fuck all. That's the way of putting it.
That's the way Bunny's put it. I'm just reading. Dire Thing says he's already beat you to it. Village got the Ripsaw and some juice. Martin got 2 PS5 games, God of War, Ragnarok, and pre-ordered the Callisto Protocol, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know.
Dawn was okay until I messaged her about the Ripsaw, and then it ended up costing her money. Matt got a few mechs, and that was my fault as well, apparently.
Ah, well, no, you gotta blame it all on Shrek, anyways.
Well, yeah, because Shrek posted the deal about
Exactly.
it, told us about it last week.
Yep, it's his fault. Damn it, Shrek! Why would you do this? Making us spend all our hard-earned money.
Hey, Connor was skint during Black Friday, but looking forward to Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. That's right, because Black Friday everyone gets paid. Or if some people, since the American side, holiday being Thursday might have screwed up payroll for some people. So,
that's got me interested now. The Callisto Protocol is a horror game.
Oh,
okay. We'll have a look at that.
Horror, you're saying?
Yeah. Pardon me?
What mix did you get then, Matt?
Jesus, everyone is just gaseous today. I mean, I expect nothing less from you guys, but
that's repeated the Bratwurst, that is.
Oh, hell.
There we go. Save that. Okay.
I keep crying.
All right, so there's Mo in. I'm nothing.
Connor,
nothing.
I'm more or less blind, and I'm using a mech, so yeah,
That's a nice looking mech, mind. That one you got in your hand there.
Yeah, Purge back to basics V4.
Jane says she's working on something for Jenny. I bought myself a new monitor for specifically a vertical monitor for chat. And then I bought myself a couple monitor stands. So I'm going to rearrange my whole desk area. I'm going to have a vertical monitor over the top of the main monitor here. And I'm going to have a vertical monitor to my left as my chat monitor. So I could pop out the chat screen, put it right there, have my Streamlabs up here, and then have my game here when I'm gaming, and then or the stream here when I'm just doing this. And then I'm going to free up some room, and it's going to be a whole different experience, I guess. So that's what I got for myself. Oh, and I got my parents a 4-pack of smart plugs for like the mains outlets, and they can tell Alexa to do stuff.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Does anyone else's A-word meow at them whenever you like give it a command and it just goes meow? Or is it just my parents? I don't know.
It's probably just your parents.
Okay. Maybe you could teach it to do. I don't know. I think like they just spy on you 24/7. But I mean,
Yeah.
what doesn't spy on you 24/7 these days?
It's like a mate of ours. He'll walk past the light switch and then he'll tell his A word to turn the kitchen light off. It's like, dude, you've just walked past it. He's boiling the kettle and then he tells his smart device to fucking turn the kitchen light off. It's like, dude, you just literally stepped past it. Just flick it off on your way past.
Oh, Grizz, take it easy, dude.
Yeah, get some sleep, buddy.
Some of the things that people have hooked up, it's like the height of laziness.
Well, my parents are getting old, and they struggle to reach certain things. Like they have a lamp in their like lounge area. I don't know what you would call it over there, like your main room sort of thing.
Yeah,
everyone sits
it's
down
handy
and
for that.
gathers.
Like for old people, like you were just saying, you know, older people and stuff. Yeah, handy for that. But for the average Joe, you know, you're going to walk past a fucking light switch. Just turn the bastard thing off on your way past.
Oh yeah, well, even better. I don't even have a word. I have Philips Hue, which I spent far too much money on. But I could just go like this. Pew!
Nice. Yeah, I've got them behind my Xbox monitor. Yeah, it's so cool.
So Matt got the turbo mod and the Beta BV4. Custom titanium mods by Comp Life. Shock Res Moose by Metal Moose. Yeah. Just a little bit carried away there, Matt.
Yeah, a little bit. Dire Thing says, A word, start the Claymore Roomba.
But then again, if they had the other Purge mods in that I wanted, I think I would have gone overboard as well and got another 5.
Pardon me.
I did want the Guillotine, the Reinforcer, the Shinto,
Shinto.
Ragnar. And there was another one, I can't remember the name of it. Oh yeah, the Slam Base. Slugger. That was it. Those were the other ones I wanted, but they were all sold out.
I haven't used mechs in ages. I've got quite a few of them, but I never use them. I might dig one out over the Christmas break or something. I've got decent enough batteries.
CC Gaming says, I plugged in our A word and it called me my wife's name, so it went in the bin. It's like, what'd you just call me? Oh man, there's nothing much like there's 2 of them. There's the Scottish A word, and then there's a Slavic A word as well. It's hilarious. But the Slavic A word is flipped on its head. It's where it speaks Russian to you. Suka blet.
My brother's one's cool. He's got the Sonos one. And he's got like a mini one in the bathroom and stuff. So when he has people around, if he has a party or something, it plays in all the rooms, like all the devices connected. So he's got the main one in the living room, one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom. It's class. So if you're having a few beers, nip in the bathroom for a slash, you've still got the tunes on the go. You can hear them in there.
There you go.
We've got a question from Connor. Says, if you guys were stuck on a desert island and was given the option of an RDA exclusively or an RTA exclusively, which one would you choose and why?
Ooh.
I'll go. I would choose an RDA, and if it was any specific RDA, oh man, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the most versatile one that I can, do the most with. The last one I really, really, really liked personally was the Recoil Rebel. I know it was a long time ago. I haven't used an RDA in a while. However, I just remember that one being really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I still have a few of them, so I'll probably go back to them at some point. But the reason why is because I have a better vape experience and less issues with an RDA compared to an RTA. The only problem is if you're on a desert island, that implies that there is, sand. So sand can be a problem and that sort of thing for RDAs. So I don't know. Actually, he said it's a desert island. I misread that. He says desert island. So if that's the case, then I mean, doesn't really.
Are we
matter.
talking a Gatto Island or Cheesecake Island?
Ooh, Cheesecake Island. Yeah. If you could live on a desert island, which kind of desert island would you live on?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake would be a pretty good move. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely get sick of it.
It would have to be a blue waffle island.
Oh,
come on, Luke.
Come on. God damn it, Mike.
Rib.
All right, who else has got an answer for the question?
Blue Waffle Island.
Not that question. Not that question. You ruined it.
I'd probably say either the Bonza, the first edition of the Bonza, because that thing's bulletproof, or Twisted Mess's. What did I have? The TM24 Pro, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I loved that fucking RDA, man. The build deck's awesome. I like the airflow on it. It's nice to look at, even if you don't have a build in there, or if you're raising your coils up, you see the little etchings inside the deck and stuff. And you could pretty much throw any build in that. Same with the Bonza, you could pretty much launch any build in that, and it just vapes like a dream. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go Twisted Messes, to be honest. And I've lost mine, and I can't fucking find it anywhere.
That's why, you got to trust the builders' RDAs, the ones that they design, because they obviously test the shit out of them with all the craziest coils. But, I don't think they're the most innovative out there. I just think they are going to be the most versatile out there.
It's like the Velocity. Remember the Velocities?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those decks, man, you could put any build in those things. That's why so many RDAs copied them, the deck style, or, the posts and shit. So many companies took off that design, didn't they?
Yeah, like all of them.
For a long time, it was all of them. But yeah. It'd be interesting to see how many people actually still own an original Velocity.
I have a Velocity V2.
Still got them.
I have a Velocity V2.
You?
I don't have. I don't think I was even really into building or anything when the Velocity V1 came out, but I was around. I literally hit the nail right on the head because we were talking about it in the shop one day, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna look it up, see if I can find one. And I type it in. I'm like, oh my God, they have a V2. Oh my God, it's dropping in 5 minutes. So like they had a countdown timer, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just go refresh. And it was live. I got mine. 15 minutes later, they sold out of that round. And they did 3 rounds of 50, I want to say, each or something like that. They only did maybe there was 4 rounds of 50 because I think they only ever did 200 of them. Ever. They did a re-release a few years later.
I'm sure they did a Velocity with thingy airflow as well, bottom fed airflow. They had like tube style airflow coming up through the deck. I'm not sure if that was a V3 or another company did a reiteration of it.
I don't know. I know it was that.
You mean like the Kennedy airflow?
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
Yeah, like the Kennedy airflow. Yeah.
Okay. Which
is a twat. Any bottom fed airflow dripper like that, if you over drip, you're screwed. It's all over a nice pretty mod. You're fucked. I hate that style. It's shit because I'm a bastard for over dripping.
I'll bet.
Why are you giggling?
Especially when you got fucking cold.
This is Mike said, especially when you got a cold.
You're funny, Mike.
So yeah, I guess the consensus here is RDA. just because we're all, I don't know. I feel like I've never been a fan of RTAs in general, just the whole concept, because you mess up the wicking or it gets knocked out of place or anything like that, and you're leaking everywhere, and it's the worst. Especially with a gigantic one like one of the Steam Crave ones. Oh my god. You mess up that wicking and you will be covered in e-liquid on like the whole entire day. Yeah, it's not fun at all. Just imagine 30 mils of juice just drenching your hand or your pocket or your backpack or whatever. Like, it's just not fun. And a waste of good juice.
Yeah, it's like those bottom airflow drippers. The fucking boiling hot juice running down your hand is not fun.
And see, my point is accurate because Connor said he was at the beach and a sand wave came by with strong winds, got sand in the RDA, had to rewick on the beach. Pro tip: carry 2 devices with you. There you go.
Yep. Nope, I've got to be fair. I would have said that the only RDA I'd want with me is the TM24 squared.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Not 24, TM22 squared, I mean.
Yeah.
But since I've had the Ripsaw, I would have to say that one now.
Yeah, I mean, that one sounds awesome. I have to check that one out, to be honest with you.
It's so easy to build, and it's actually something that is innovative.
Agreed. Sounds like it. I like the sealed top cap idea.
Yeah.
There's no one really designing drippers anymore, is there, really? Not that I've heard of, anyway.
It's because the whole YouTube vape scene is dead, and now they have to rely on themselves to, do stuff like that. They have to design stuff. So there's just been more reiterations of the same thing over and over and over again. We just need someone to come out of the woodwork and just go, hey, by the way, I have this idea. We had a lot of that in YouTubers from different countries that I had never heard of because they only broadcast in German or Russian or Portuguese or whatever, that have designed some really cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like, who's the one that did the, what's the one with the cables? The steel cables.
Not the Brunhild.
Brunhild, yeah. That was done by a foreign YouTuber, right? I think it was.
Yeah, wasn't he Nordic or something?
Yeah, something crazy. But I thought it was really cool. I like that idea. It's like kind of bringing back the old mesh wicking from the Genesis days, but mixing it with a new style. Oh, I know. But like mixing it with the new style, so like the only thing the cable did was draw the juice up the cable, and then the cotton wick just laid on top of that, and then it was good to go. Like, you didn't have to deal with wrapping the coil around a hollow piece of mesh tubing, which was the stupidest thing.
Horrible Genesis fucking.
I have to agree with Matt there as well. Kent was a major game changer with the RDA market.
He didn't, like I said, he's not like absolutely breaking the mold with an RDA design, but it was just solid as fuck, and it worked. And it worked well. Yep. There was nothing that was fundamentally wrong with his designs.
No, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. And then, you had things come along, like the innovative side as far as like RDAs was concerned. You had things like I'll call the profile innovative because no one had touched the mesh market for years before that. Just as much as like Tony B reinvigorated the squonk market, because the only time I've heard of a squonk, but really before that, was the Revo. Revo. And I had heard of those when I first started vaping, and I looked at them. I'm like, oh, they're made of solid billet aluminum, and they're like $250. I'm like, I'm all set with that. I'll stick with the cheapo iTaste VV or whatever I had. But you know what I mean? There's always been the hobbyist market, and now we're kind of going full circle around to the billet boxes and all the various different like knockoffs and clones and whatnot that are compatible with the bridges. There's a big billet scene out there right now, and I've even seen some of my customers / friends that I've made at the shop, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going after a billet box." I'm like, "Why?" Like, damn, it's like still over $200 for like an actual billet box. And then don't forget all of the accessories that you buy for it. You're going to buy panels and buttons and drip tips and the bridges and all that. Like, because it's just one system that can do everything. There's build decks for certain bridges. There's bridges that take Nautilus BVC coils. There's bridges that take Kanger coils. There's all these different bridges. So it's just a versatile little device. And when you think about it, it's like having 5 or 6 mods in one while spending $230. That's actually a really good deal.
Fucking hell, a notch coil. Jesus.
Yeah, you had the notch coil, then you had the stovetop coils.
Stovetops. I made one of them once. Fucking hell, hot spots for days. Like.
The notch coils, I'm sorry, Matt and V. Oof, they got hit hard with that one because they partnered with a good company, good enough company, I should say. But just that design was flawed. So flawed. The idea was there, but it just wasn't quite fleshed out yet. So speaking of like, they were all about surface area, but at the same time, it was like you said, hot spotted. It was like mesh before mesh was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it was making coil building easier. So all you had to do, they were pre-wicked and everything. You just had to slot it in, tighten it down, juice it up, and you're good to go. But it just burnt. I experienced a lot of like burning, and my customers, we had them in the shop for a little bit, and some kits came with them. My customers tried them for like the coils that came with it, and then they just switched back to a different tank because they just didn't like it. And I think it was only one-sided, right? It was like a single-sided RDA build deck sort of thing. I don't know. It's almost like
J-Bo do something with the fucking notch coil.
Well, that's what it was, because it was under it was J-Bo, it was Wismec that did Matt and V's tank there.
That's the one.
That was under the J-Bo.
It kind of looked like a fuse, didn't it?
It did kind of look like a fuse.
Yeah. So it's just like pop it into the things. Bonk.
Yep. I mean, I come from the days of rebuilding sub-tank coils, so like Kanger sub-tanks.
Yeah.
You could pop out all the guts inside the coil and then wrap your own little coil, pull the terminals through, put the insulator around one of the leads, and then pop the little pin in the bottom of it.
Back in, yeah.
And you just thread the cotton through and clip it right at the edges, and there you go. You got yourself a brand new sub-tank coil. Wasn't quite as good as a vertical coil, in my opinion, but
no,
did the job.
Did the job, yeah.
For a 2-cent fix rather than, a $5 coil or whatever. Oh God, rebuilding a CE4 with silica wick? Buh.
Fuck silica wick.
Fuck CE4s.
Fucking horrid. But it's like new vapors and stuff like that. They don't even know about the struggles we used to have.
They will never understand.
Like Genesis coil, who the fuck? The only thing you could use for a wick back then was a steel mesh, and it used to be a hotspot fucking...
Hotspot City. You had to have the Genesis lean.
Yeah.
Which is like almost like parallel. You have to hold it up almost horizontal in order for the thing to wick properly. Yeah,
it was a gamble every time you took a draw on it, whether you were going to get a dry hit or not.
Yep.
Fucking horrid.
I used to have like my little tweezers, and I used to flame the mesh pre like anneal it, roll it up real tiny. Oh my God. We went through so much trouble. You had to put the needle back through the mesh in order to wrap the coil around it. Make sure the leads are facing the right directions because you had one terminal up top in the middle post and then one on the actual deck. You had to screw that in, and then you fire it once, dry, and sometimes it gets such a bad hot spot because you were using really thin gauge wire at that point in time that it would just light up one of the legs and just pop the coil.
Yeah, like, I remember that. It's like, no, I've got to do it all again, bastard.
Dude.
Or the mesh just turned black in one spot. You're like, yeah, can't use that.
Yep. Oh, God. You had to have just the right mix of ratio for your juice. You had to be like, 80% PG because it did not like high VG stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. Back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
Again, you're saying about the vertical coil. I think the only vertical coil RDA I ever actually got on with was the Lucid.
Yeah, that one was interesting. It was very similar to... I could tell the inspiration came from the Veritas. I thought the Veritas was the coolest thing back in the day because it was from a guy called Faceless, and his profile picture on Facebook was a guy, but he was literally photoshopped just his face being nothing. And then he never showed his face. And I think he lived in Texas. So he used to do these YouTube videos, and like he'd just be like, yeah, this is fucking easy. You just take your thing and just kind of wrap your shit around it and just tie it in there and just screw it down, pop your wick in there, and you're done. And you just show it being done. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. He builds spaced vertical coils. And the wicking, all you got to do is just poke it through and just burp and let it touch the bottom of the deck, and that's it. And then I tried to do it, and it didn't turn out that good. I never actually owned a Veritas, though. My buddy had one.
No, I never had one of them.
I never got my hands on one. It's a big regret to this day. I should have picked one up. That, like, there's a bunch of them. Like that, the Hobo V3, I think. The Chimera. There's a couple of them that I really regret not buying the real thing. God, what was that one that I had a clone of it and I loved it, and I never got the real one. I remember Rip Trippers raving about it though. I completely forget what it's called. I might have to go back and watch one of my own videos or something. But dude, it's 2 words, something weird. I forget. Anyways, it just they just don't make RDAs like they used to, man. And like Twisted Messes came out shortly after the ones that I mentioned, and kind of broke the game really because he offered a reasonably priced product in the market of $80 drippers. So that's like usual going rate for one of those authentic drippers was around $80.
Yeah.
And he just came out of nowhere with like the $40 ones. Like, here you go. Time to do a Fresh Build Friday. Back, Nick, the retro builds. Yeah, I'll do some Space 24 gauge and shit. I'll do a fucking Genesis build. I still have one of those ones that everyone loved. Oh man.
Yeah, you have to do the 10-hit challenge on it.
10-hit challenge, yeah. In a row. In a row, completely vertical. No tilting. Do a cloud comp with one. Oh my god.
Out of interest, what was the worst RDA you two have ever owned?
Fucking hell, now you're asking.
Oh, I absolutely ripped the piss out of the Amphisbaena. It was just a random company that contacted me, and they basically put on every feature that a cloud chucking, build comp, type person would want, but none of them worked well together. I destroyed that thing on YouTube. Whoops. I think that might be the worst one. I don't know. No, you know what? The Anakin came out with one that was terrible. It was dual coil, but triple airflow, and the airflow didn't line up or touch the coils uniformly. Oh my god, that thing was such a piece of shit. The top cap was threaded on, and it was a 510 drip tip, so it's not like you could drip down it. The post screws were terrible, and I think it was a capture style, so you had to like loop it around and then tighten it down. It wasn't a hole, there was no hole in the negative post or something. Dude, that thing was terrible. Oof. I don't know.
No?
I can't remember. I can't fucking remember.
Mo only buys quality RDAs.
No, I'm just looking for one of the. It was a dripper. I can't remember what it was, and it was fucking. It had that bottom airflow. You know, with the tubes coming up from the bottom of the deck.
Is it Geek Vape?
I can't remember. I'm just looking on images now to see if I can fucking see what it was.
It's not the Kennedy one, is it? It's not the.
It might have been a Kennedy.
You didn't like the
apart from
Kennedy? I
vanity
like.
vape mesh. The worst one I've actually ever tried was the Capstone.
Capstone.
Ah, is that the one with the pyramid style deck on it?
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking hated that thing. Oh my god.
I definitely did not have the. Oh god,
That was
ugly.
shit. It was absolute shit.
Oh my god.
The deck with no build in it looked pretty cool, but as soon as you put a build in that thing,
there's no room in there.
No. It literally, you've got less than a mil before you could touch the edges of the deck. It's fucking awful. I had one of those things and I put one build in it, vaped it like once or twice, and I threw it in the bin. It was fucking shit. I forgot about the Capstone.
Of course it's a Vandy vape. Because it's absolute dog shit. The funny thing about Vandy vape is they literally throw shit at the wall until something works.
Oh, I forgot about that fucking
That was an instance where it did not work.
That was shit, that fucking thing.
Yep.
It was ugly as well.
Yeah, it's got like diamond stud looking things all over the outside.
I can see quite a lot of people saying in chat that the moon shit belonged in the bin.
Oh yeah. I never owned a Moonshot RDA nor Tank. We sold them at the store.
I never owned the Moonshot RDA. I had the Moonshit RTA. I don't think they did an RDA.
What was that one that fucking Dean, Devil Vapor, he put a video up about that RDA. He said it was fucking dangerous. Was it the lit RDA or something? And it was melting the peak and they didn't use peak for the insulator and it was melting it in the deck and creating shorts. I think it was called the lit RTA. If somebody in chat knows, put it in there.
Yeah, I remember everyone hating that one too.
But I'm sure it was also the
fucking... No, but the lit RDA was a clone of something else. That's what it was. I think that was the main reason people were shitting on it, was because it was literally just a clone of another RDA that was like identical.
But it was melting the insulator.
I don't think
so it create hard shorts.
It's crap. They used cheap products for it, or cheap insulators. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the moon shit was a pain in the ass to fucking build, but the flavour off of it was actually pretty decent for back then.
So yeah, there's Dean's video right there. It's him holding it up with a thumbs down and a thumbnail. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, melting the fucking insulators. Why did they not test that fucking insulator?
Because it was cheap.
True. Yeah, I'd probably second what Mike said, to be fair, because I can't remember what that other dripper was, but I'd have to go for the Capstone as well. That thing was fucking awful.
Old school RDAs. I don't know if this is going to bring up anything, but oh god, the 454 big block. Whew, there's a freaking name. The original Doge.
Why the fuck would you name your RDA after a fucking engine?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, anything where the airflow comes up from the bottom and you've got to proper paint the coils, fuck that shit.
That's where it was. The iTaste VF RDA, absolute garbage. Let's see.
Village. I bloody won a lit in a comp. I was not happy. Were you last to win by any chance, or?
Oh my god! Remember the old Watofo ones, like the Freak Show?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Freak Show was awesome. I loved that. It was cheap as hell, but man, it just worked. And then they came out with a flip top one, where like the top cap like flipped
Oh yeah, it goes
open.
bang.
Yeah. Oh
Do you
man.
remember the first? Do you remember the first fucking RDA you ever bought? I can remember my first. What my
It was a
first proper
Patriot
RDA.
clone.
Mike, do you remember yours?
Royal Hunter.
Oh,
fuck, I had one of those.
I did not like that one either.
I
Mine was
actually like the Royal Hunter.
I didn't think it was that bad, to be fair. Yeah,
I don't know.
it was quite small,
Yeah.
but it was
a
good.
lot of people loved it. I'll be honest. A lot of people
Yeah,
loved it.
I liked it. I liked
wasn't
mine.
crazy about it. I think that was one
my
of the
first.
Go on.
No, go on, Nick.
I think I was just gonna say that was. I think that was one of the first that was sent to me for review. Yeah.
Mine was a Derringer. Do you remember the Derringer?
Oh.
That was my first ever RDA that I bought.
Authentic?
Authentic, yeah. I bought it from a vape shop.
Because those were hard to come by.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore. I think I gave it away. But yeah, Derringer, that was my first ever one. I forgot what it looks like now. I'm going to have to look it up.
Let's see.
Yeah, my Royal Hunter was the green and gold one.
Remedy. Oh my god. The Tobacco Yep. What was the one with the fan in the turbo?
Oh yeah. Fucking hell, that thing.
Jeez.
It's like, yep, someone's bought a turbo. If you hear someone walking up the street towards the shop, yeah, there's another one.
I don't remember the Haze, Jane. Don't remember that one at all.
Oh man. Remember the Dark Horse? That was a big one. Oh, the Still Air. I love the Still Air. I had a clone of that one as well. Vertex.
Hell, I forgot how small the Derringer was. I was just looking on images there. Fucking hell, it's tiny.
Itty bitty.
It was such a good dripper though for my first ever one.
The Magma. The Tobe. Oh,
I had a Hanya.
The Tobe Addy.
Is it a Hanya RDA? I had one of them. Had like one of them fucking like Yoshimoto fucking masks on the side. I forget what they're called.
The Vulcan. I love the Vulcan. Oh, the cats. I used to have one of those.
The Shintaro mask.
Yeah, that's the one. I can never remember. I was saying Yoshimoto for some reason.
Oh,
I'm just thinking that dude off Tekken.
Hi.
Hanya.
Best RDAs of 2014. Oh boy. Let's check this one out.
Yeah, I've still got the mini Buddha somewhere, and I've got the full-size Buddha as well somewhere. Mind you, I resemble a full-size Buddha, just a bearded one.
Ah, the Plume Veil. That's the one I was obsessed over.
Yeah, I like the Plume Veil. That was nice.
I was obsessed with that one.
You forget about some of the old school stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
Never tried the Hadalay either, Jane. Could never afford a Hadalay.
Dude. You know, they just don't make them like they used to.
They don't. Someone needs to come out with like an old school style dripper, but make it awesome and new.
Literally, all you would have to do is take the design off an older one and size it up a little bit. The Doge, the original Doge RDA.
What was that fucking dripper they had? Instead of coil clamps, they had like springs in the deck for
That was a Springer X.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I never owned one of them, but they looked interesting. I would never trust that fucking clamp style though.
They were pieces of shit.
Anything with a spring in it, I
It's gonna
get
fail,
sketched
and you'll
out.
end up with a coil in your mouth.
oh. I just remember all those like shitty little RDAs that didn't have good like tension, like mounting pressure. Because like you could tighten the ever living hell out of something, but it's just like mushing the coil up to the side or something like that.
Yeah.
And it would still wiggle. And then you go to fire it and it's just hot on one side. And you're like, this isn't good.
But it was like that because the drippers that bought out that clamp style. So they had the flat clamp, but then somebody bought one out with the two. It had like two legs
blocks,
coming down.
Oh wait.
That was fucking badass. Stops your coil slipping out. I can't remember who made it though.
Oh, okay. I just remember the biggest one of the time with the dual clamps like that. It's literally just 2 posts with 4 screws, and you tighten down the screws incrementally so that even the pressure. What was it called? The Goon. The Goon. Everyone loves the Goon.
Yes,
I didn't.
Goon.
No, you didn't love the Goon?
I hated the fucking Goon.
What?
Did you? Goon was
I could
good.
not stand the Goon. And the Goon 1.5 was even worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they only called it the 1.5 because they didn't really change much. I think
now 1.5's like we like the original design. It sold well, but we can't be asked to make a V2 because we don't want to change it that much. So we'll just change one little thing, like a clamp maybe, and then everyone will buy it.
I have a Doge V1 somewhere, and then I have a Doge V2 somewhere. I used to love all those little competition drippers because I was a cloud chaser, man. I wanted to blow big clouds.
And me.
So I would buy all the big airflow ones, all the competition ones. Like they sold them at the shop I currently work at before I worked there. And the mutation was only like $30, I want to say. And again, a world filled with like $80 authentic drippers. So like having the mutation be $30 was a game changer. Same with the Doge. And then I was also all about the FU Hattons. You guys remember those?
Yeah.
It just had like the AmeriVape logo, but it said FU instead of AV. And then
oh yeah.
I used to have a couple of those, like the original runs, right? So the long story short of version is the guys from AmeriVape contacted the company about doing them a run of their mods. They got to the point where they fabricated the mods but hadn't engraved them and refused to pay for them. I don't know why. Maybe they found a different company that would do them cheaper. But the original company was like, well, now we're stuck with a bunch of tubes with no engravings on them and no one to pay for them. And someone else approached that same company and said, well, if you just engrave my logo on it and sell them to me for cheap, I'll buy all of them. And they did that, and that's where the FU Hatton was born. And they used to do group buys in the group buy Facebook groups. And I got in on a couple iterations of that. And those FU Hattons hit as hard as any Manhattan out there. Were safer because the original design of the Manhattan was the battery, the bottom of the battery contacted directly with the switch, and they would auto fire and or vent batteries, because if someone had even the slightest little nick in their battery wrapper and that made contact with the switch, it basically bypassed the switch and just started going. Yeah. So all they did was put in a thin little layer of plastic in between the switch and the battery housing. That was it. That was their safety.
Another one I used to like was the old Mad Hatter RDAs.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about them.
The old
Yep.
flip lid.
Yeah,
Didn't they have the? I don't want to call it ribbed, but the
yeah, they did. Yeah,
the slotted, but it was on the drip tip as well.
Yeah, it was like a heat sink.
They
heat
used to call
sink.
it a heat sink, like
Yeah,
the fins.
heat sink. I mean, it was a 510 drip tip, but yeah, I'd never liked those drip tips though. They were not very comfortable. What was the first 810 drip tip? The first one I can remember was, I believe, the Kennedy, because we used to call them Kennedy tips, not 810 tips.
That's it. Yeah,
And it was
chuff caps.
chuff caps. Oh my god, chuff caps. I had chuff caps for my Plumeveil clone, or clones, because I bought multiple of them. I bought chuff caps for my Tobe. The thing was, they were almost universal because there were so many RDAs out at the time that had the same dimension for the thickness of the actual barrel.
Yeah.
Man. God.
Ripped for her pleasure. That just reminds me of fucking Wayne's World. Ripped for her pleasure. Ew.
Oh, the troll RDA. I have a troll somewhere, or a couple of them. We used to have a bunch of them at the shop too. I think we might have gotten rid of them though, unfortunately. What are you gonna do? Can't sell a 5-year-old RDA, 6-year-old RDA. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, just have like a collector's fucking shelf.
Yeah,
So,
well,
old school vapors. Welcome.
I mean,
in.
I could probably do that. Honestly, I still have moonshots, man. Moonshot
Really?
RTAs. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
There's a cabinet full of them. I have avocado 22s. I have Griffin tanks.
Avocados.
Griffin tanks, Eagle tanks.
Griffin tanks. Fucking hell.
Have
Yeah.
you still got the Griffin 25?
I could check. I might do, yeah.
I used to fucking love that.
Yep. I loved even the 24 version, I want to say. Like they did a 24 and then they did a 25.
Yeah.
And then they did the Eagle tank, which is like probably 25 millimeter, but they changed something about it. I forget. But
If I remember right, the Griffin had the Velocity style deck, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a banging tank, man.
Fucking flavor for days on that motherfucker.
Well, no, Nick,
If
it
you
was
could pick it
22.
right.
Okay. So I have the 22 one then. Jesus, Mo.
Yeah,
Pardon me.
22, yeah. But yeah, I know the Griffin was a fucker to get the wicking right on.
Yeah, but once you got it though,
Yeah.
it wasn't so much like huge flavor, but I don't know. It was just a nice solid little tank. Then Vandy Vape completely took over that market too, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Griffin was actually the first RTA I ever bought.
Damn.
I remember that because that was the first job I had to take a group up to Shrewsbury. And that's when I found the vape shop.
Apparently Mike has a Royal Hunter and a Legion RDA and maybe even a Griffin.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Is
Got
any
them
of that
all.
old stuff shippable? Yeah. DM me on Discord or Facebook or whatever. Well, I'd be glad to get rid of some of it because it's just taking up cabinet space and it's basically of no use to a vape shop anymore. So,
Well,
sell you 10 of them.
I'll take a couple of the moon shits off you if you don't want them.
Yeah, I think they still have the boxes because people would take the
box and turn them into mods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll check what I have in the cabinet. I'll empty out that whole cabinet and divvy it up as necessary.
No worries, man.
Royal Hunter for £4 from Premier eSigs the other week. Jeez, I didn't know they still would. How are they even still around, dude? Oh, CC Coils posted a picture of a sandy deck. Oh man, that's a nice mod. That looks like a timekeeper or something too, with a big old dripper on top with a huge airflow hole and a chuff cap. All right. It's getting to be that time. Let's check out some of the memes of the week here.
Memes of the week.
Jesus, you guys with your belching. Gotta go to this page and gonna do this.
I'll go and have a look on that site. I was always a fan of Councillor Vapor.
Yeah.
I used to like their Vengeance tank for a stockpile tank.
So here is the picture of the sandy deck.
Holy poop.
Yeah, that does you can taste it. You can feel it in your teeth.
It looks like brown sugar on the top of that.
Sesame seed bun.
I'm hungry.
Oh God, that's a bad day right there. All right, where's the memes? There it is. I'm gonna separate this off into its own separate category.
Oh fucking hell! What?
Don't worry, we'll get to it. Shh. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Mike's got plenty of contributions this week. Boom. What's wrong, Billy? Billy, the priest washed my mouth out with soap. Mom, did you say a bad word? No, he said I had to get rid of his DNA.
Ooh.
Controversial, Mike. How controversial. and that is my theory on what a man needs to do to keep a woman happy. How do you reach the top?
Yeah, it's a good point.
We don't eat eggs, meat, fish, dairy, or gluten. What would you recommend? A taxi. Turn any sofa into a sofa bed by telling your wife to calm down. Oh.
Ew.
I think we've had this one before. Your willy keeps growing as you get older. For instance, mine used to be the size of Mars bar when I was 20. Now I'm in my 60s. It's almost twice the size of one. That's because Mars bars are shrinking, Mike. Similar to your penis. I just remember telling her to she should calm down, and then I woke up here. Oh God. I guess the Coke van came early in the Bronx this year. Just Coke van. There are 12 days of Christmas, none of which are in fucking November. I don't care. It's Christmas now. It's after Thanksgiving. It counts. I asked for a tattoo of the bloke from the Jam. This doesn't fall well to me. Oh God. Oh no. What did you do to tackle climate change, Daddy? Glued my face to a road. Bellend. Oh God, I'm not going to read this one out. You guys can read that one in chat or pause it if you're watching the replay. The invention of the word boob. Top view, front view, and side view. You know what? We should capitalize the word boob in all instances. Not even, even if it's in the middle of a sentence. Here's my contribution. All I want for Christmas. Nope. Not gonna finish it. Okay, Shrek. I'm not gonna read the unwritten rules of sex or unspoken rules of sex. I'm not gonna read all of them. You guys, join the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in chat right now. Thanks, Stream Elements. I decided to kill off a few characters in the book I'm writing. It would definitely spice up my autobiography a little bit. Wait a minute. What? Here's my contribution. We think that you're a twat waffle. And other and other poems from Sesame Street.
You've got 2 blue waffles there.
Oh, Michael! God damn it. Tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Bum, 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 bum. Jenny's funny. We're going to be short-staffed forever. So if you could just work yourself to death, that'd be great. Yeah. Oh. Only a few more, so let's go. Boop. They are cute and seem harmless, but they are loud, incredibly expensive to keep, and absolutely untrainable. The other is a kangaroo. I don't know much about kangaroos. Oh, God. Now it's my turn. 100% vegan ice cream, sugar-free, no eggs, lactose-free, and no calories. Oh no, our family will not be playing charades this Christmas after Grandma tried to make us guess Basic Instinct last year. Oh no.
That is so grim.
Oh,
Ah,
that really doesn't need an explanation now, does it?
I feel sick.
Checking my electric bill. Please don't be high. My electric bill. God damn it. God damn it. Holiday season is around the corner, so here's step-by-step recipe to cook stuffed whole chicken in an oven. Step 1, at least look at the chicken. Jesus. If she was on a cooking show, which she might be, I don't even know, I would never be able to cook anything. Momo without his beard, to all women, I'm sorry in advance. All right. First of all, I doubt he's got like that thing going on. He doesn't have turkey neck, all right? Stop it. Oh God, Dire Thing. Oh my God.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes, Dire Thing. That's amazing. And there's my contribution too. There you go, Mo.
Ah,
That's Crazy
fucking
Terry.
grim.
It's Terry from Reno 911. Robert breaks into my house. Alexa, release the Roombas. The chainsaw, dude. With just sellotaped on there. All right, guys, do not forget. Look, you can't even see all the categories we have, but we have lots of different categories for the Discord. Get in there, share your tunes, share your vape-related stuff. I want to see some vape-related stuff. Just fill that with all your old school setups, all your old school RDAs. Here, let's go back to the scene here and stop sharing. I want to see all your old school setups, all your old school RDAs, and like everything old school in the vape-related channel. Share your favorite Christmas music, share it with the group if you find something that you like. That's not Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. We have a food channel as well. If you got some really good Christmas meals planned out with the family, post them up in there. Pets as well. Share your pets. I want to see cute, fluffy creatures. Obviously, the memes of the week. And we also have, the ideas and feedback. If you feel like you need to say something about the show, something you want to change, something you want to see, etc., pop it in there. We will have to come back and do a giveaway for Christmas, I think. We'll talk about that. But there's a giveaways channel on there. That's the only place you're going to be able to get a giveaway because we can't technically give away anything on YouTube. So it's the only place you're going to be able to get a giveaway. And Facebook as well. We can't do a giveaway on there. So the only place we could do it is in the Discord. But that is it. Today has been a walk down memory lane. It's been a blast. Been a good little send off for our show for the pretty much the rest of the year. And I thank all of the sponsors. Jane, thank you so much for being there for us. I hope we've gotten you a couple of sales using that code. 1, because it's funny, and 2, because you are so gracious to sponsor us. Same thing with you, CC Coils. Thank you so much for your sponsorship throughout this past year. We really love you and look forward to working with you more in the future. And I can't wait to see you guys at the May Expo. Shrek asked me if I already got my flight. No, man, I don't book my flights that early. Dude, I wait until I find the right price. You got to just get in there at the right time because you don't want to book it and it's like too much and then you're stuck and you can't cancel it. So I'll book it when it's just right. But I assure you I'll be going over there in May. But yeah, that's it from me. I shall pass it to... Oh, wait. Mo, do you have a voice clip?
Yeah. I do. I almost forgot. I was reading the chat.
All right. Hold on. We got to do this one last thing. Then we could properly send it off. Mo, let's get a banger.
Okay. I have a Christmas related one. Seems as we might be on the break over Christmas, but there we go. Where's the fucking button?
I'm telling you right now, we're not going to be back until after actual Christmas, so might as well get the Christmas one done.
Yeah, okay. Let's do this. They've changed the way it looks. Right, here we go. So this one is... It's just titled Christmas. Alex Palesti, Christmas Fixer is the program. And it says a step-by-step guide to make sure your wrapping paper looks as presentable as possible. Now, I might knock this one down a tad just for headphone listeners. We will play this now. Here we go.
These are quite big flaps. Would you fold them over?
Yeah, a great little tip is to bring the sort of flat part up here, right at the middle of that little V.
No! Would they perhaps be piss flaps?
They could possibly be. I'll play it again.
Oh.
These are quite big flaps. Would you fold them over?
Yeah, a great little tip is to bring the sort of flat part up here, right at the middle of that little V.
The people laughing in the background. That's amazing. Oh, big
They
flaps.
know what they're on these
Oh,
things.
yeah. I know. Shout out to everyone with big flaps. Oh my God, Mo, you never cease to impress me. God, the little V right there with the big flaps. Oh my God, it's worse when you say it out loud. All right, thank you, Mo, for the voice clip. Mo, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in as per usual. A massive thank you to the sponsors of the show. You have been awesome. Love the hashtag codes as well. Your discount codes, fucking brilliant. To all the mods that have looked after chat for all the shows that we've done previous as well. You guys are worth your weight in gold. But yeah, thank you everybody, and we will see you after the break.
Not only gold, but frankincense and myrrh as well.
Yes. And no more fucking memes of me in the memes group, because I'm gonna have fucking nightmares after that.
You know that's just going to encourage us to do more.
Not less, we need more.
But yeah, just thank you everybody, and we will see you before you know it.
Oh,
Yes, indeed. Mike.
Cheers for watching, everyone. Cheers for all the banners, and thank you very much to the sponsors as well. Greatly appreciated. And cheers, guys. Been a good one again.
Yes, it has.
Hope you all have a good C word.
fucking Grinch, man. Fucking Grinch.
And we'll see you in the new year.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your Christmas break. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Piss flaps.